this 20 minutes video, it will help you to get full mark from the natural vegetation. So keep watching KSK Geography. Let's start the chapter Natural Vegetation. It's one of the easiest chapters, and these are the things you need to study from this chapter that is already mentioned in your syllabus. But as you know that I'll go in much more details what are the things you need to study and how you have to study, right? So the main thing you need to focus on the importance of forest from this part, and then the types of vegetation. According to your syllabus, you need to know about the tropical evergreen vegetation, tropical deciduous vegetation. That's further divided into two types, moist deciduous and dry deciduous. Then you need to study about the tropical desert vegetation, that is xerophyte, and then you need to study littoral or swampy or mangrove vegetation, and the last, the mountain vegetation. What are the things you need to study about those types of vegetation? You need to study the distribution and the correlation with the environment. Then you need to focus on forest conservation, and then you need to study how are the forest important in all aspects. It means minor product and major product. Important terms like the deforestation, afforestation, reforestation, Van Mahotsav, those are the important terms you need to know. And then for all vegetation belt, that climatic requirement, the adaptation to the environment, and characteristics to each vegetation, name of the important trees of each vegetation you need to study. And then again you need to focus on forest conservation, meaning and method, social forestry, farm forestry, agroforestry, all those important terms you need to remember along with the joint forest management and national forest policy. So let's start with the main topic you need to study, that is the definition of natural vegetation. So remember, natural vegetations are the naturally growing substance which grows naturally depending on the climatic and physiographic condition of the particular area without any interference of human. So that is called natural vegetation. Next, you need to know what are the factors responsible for the growth of natural vegetation. As I already mentioned, depending on the climatic condition and physiographic features. So here, relief features like the land, soil and altitude play an important role for natural vegetation. Similarly, climatic condition, that is the temperature or the humidity, photo periods and the amount of precipitation, that basically determine the types of natural vegetation it will be found in that particular area. What are the benefits we are getting from the natural vegetation? Natural vegetation provide us the ecological, economical, all type of benefits. We will discuss those things later on. Next, you need to study about the types of vegetation found according to your syllabus. So, tropical evergreen forest, tropical deciduous forest, tropical thorn forest or scrubs, mountain vegetation and the mangrove vegetation. Those are the types of forest found in our country. Next, you can see it here, the natural vegetation distribution, the types of natural forest distribution in the different part of the world and different part of the India. As you know, India is a vast country. So here the climatic condition and physiographic condition varies place to place. Depending on that, we are getting different varieties of natural vegetation in different parts of India. We will discuss those things one by one quickly. So tropical rainforest, that is called tropical rainforest, and it also called the equatorial rainforest. So here you can see this forest grows well in the where the high rainfall and high temperature is there. So required temperature is more than 25 degrees Celsius at least, and rainfall that is 200 centimeters. Remember here, India more or less all over India temperature condition there will be no such difference, but rainfall differences are there too much in different places. So depending on the rainfall only, the natural vegetation it will be distributed. Here you remember the chapter climate of India. There you have studied the natural rainfall distribution in different parts of country. So this region wise you will get the natural vegetation distribution. So there will be correlation. They include in the tropical semi-evergreen forest. Why it is called evergreen? Because it shades their leaves partially throughout the year. So throughout the year the trees remain green as it shade their leaves partially. So that's why it is called evergreen vegetation. And these trees do not have any particular seasons or the cost of their leaves. And the forests are also known as the elliptical foreign forest. Next one, here you can see what are the other features. Now, the trees it will be very tall, near about 60-meter tall, and the leaves it will be broad, and the trees it will be very strong. As the photosynthesis process it will be there more because it require high temperature and high rainfall. And there you will see the canopy. Regarding canopy, what is canopy we will discuss at the last of this video. And there are deficient time for trees to shed their leaves, as I said, and the trees are hardwood. And there you will see the mixed vegetation. It means same type of trees it will not grow in the same place. So that's why it will be commercially not exploited so much in India. So here you can see the tropical deciduous vegetation. Tropical deciduous vegetation it will be found in such areas where the rainfall it will be little low. It means in between 70 to 200 centimeters rainfall. So where the rainfall it will be little bit higher side, it means 100 to 200. So there you will see there will be moist deciduous, and where the rainfall it will be there in between 70 to 100, there you will get dry deciduous. So here what are the features of tropical deciduous vegetation? These trees it will shed their leaves all together during the dry season. So the trees it will be leafless during the dry season, and these trees it will be found all together. It means pure stand, and in the the base of this type of vegetation, the trees it will be little bit far away from each other. Although the same type of trees it will be found together. Here you can see this type of vegetation you will be found like this. Trees are the same type of trees, but there is a gap. So that's why these trees it can be economically exploited or commercially exploited nicely, because trees it can be collected easily. Next you can see the tropical thorn forest. Here this type of vegetation it will be found in such areas where the amount of rainfall it will be less than 70 centimeters per year. And here due to the shortage of water, there will be different adaptation formed by the natural vegetation. What type of adaptation? The trees roots it will be logged to get the water from the below underground water, and as well as the leaves it will convert to the thorns to prevent precipitation, and thick cuticle it will be formed, waxy coated cuticle, so the trees can protect the water in their inside. And here the important trees are there: babul, bear, wild, palm, kher, neem. Those are the important trees are found here. These are found mainly in Punjab, Haryana, Rajasthan, Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh and Uttar Pradesh. Those are the important vegetation. Next one, this vegetation, all the features I have already mentioned. It drought resistance. It can grow well where the dry conditions are there. Right. So these are the condition of thorn vegetation. The trees it will be not so big and not so wide, very scanty growth it will be there. The thick cuticle it will be there, and basically you will get the scrubs with thorns. And some places where the amount of water it will be there, a little amount of water it will be there, they will get the trees like babul, kher, palm, those type of trees you will get in those areas. Next, mountain vegetation. Remember, mountain vegetation is a type of mixed vegetation. As the height increase, the temperature decrease, so you will get different type of vegetation in different height. So here you can see in between 1000 to 200 meters height, you will get wet temperature and evergreen broadleaf forest you will get like the oak, chestnut. And after that height, it means in between 1500 meter to 3000 meter, we will get temperate forest with coniferous pine, deodar, silver, for spruce, cedar, those type of trees you will get. And here there will be few adaptation need to be done, like the trees shapes it will be like a conical shape to prevent it from the snowfall, and the leaves it will convert to the needle shape. Again, due to the same reason, it can prevent the snowfall. Next, after 3000 meters, we will get the temperate forest grassland, silver, fir, Jupiter, pine, those type of trees you will get. After 3600 meters we will get scrubs, and then after that height, near about 4000 meter height, you will get the moss leaches. At the top part of the mountain, above 5000 meters, you will get only snow caps. There will be no such vegetation. So basically here you will get the mixed type of vegetation. So there, as I mentioned, here you can see the trees, it will be conical shape, the leaves it will be not broad, it will convert to the needle shape, to prevent the snowfall. So here the same picture is given there. Next you can see the mangrove vegetation. Mangrove vegetation is such type of vegetation which grows in the brackish water, and it's also called tidal, swampy or deltatic or mangrove vegetation. They are known for their aerial roots, and that is very important to survive during the high tides and low tides. Sundarities are found, therefore it is called Sundarban in the West Bengal part. West Bengal part is called the Sundarban because due to the presence of Sundari trees. Mangrove vegetation is very important for the ecological as well as for the economical purpose. The vegetation you are getting here, that is useful for boat making, as well as that vegetation, it protects us from the cyclone, it protects us from the tsunami, it protects us from the soil erosion by the ocean water. So it protects us from the shore bank erosion. So those are the importance of mangrove vegetation. Here you can see it's found in such areas where the brackish water it will be there. It means little bit saline water it will be there, right? Best part from this chapter, you can study all those things together if you will make this table. Just note down those headings and fill the table with all the related information that we have discussed. So if you will make the tables at a glance, you can get all the information together, and remember, maximum question it will be asked from this table only, from this chapter. So it's better if you will make the tables. Next one, as I said, forest having very importance for us, like it's provide us the different type of resources, it protect our environment, it's clean our environment by grabbing carbon dioxide and providing us the oxygen, and so this having the lot of importance. But in recent time it's found that we are losing the natural vegetation. Ideally 33% area should be covered by the natural vegetation, but unfortunately we have just near about 23%. So that's why we need to focus on forest conservation. So for that, government has also taken the initiatives, and if we will not maintain the forest, so there will be lot of problem, like the forest modify the local climates, control soil erosion, regulate the stream flow, and forest provide us the different type of resource materials, right? And forest control the wind force and temperature, and causes rainfall. Those are the lot of advantages are there of forest. Here you can see the government has taken the initiative, that is the national forest policy. In different year, government has taken the different national forest policy. Among them, 1988 forest policy is very important. So here government also taken the initiative for joint forest management. What is that? That is, they will involve the local people and government, as well as the common people. They will work together for the benefit of the environment or for the society. Next, national forest policy 1988 is very important. So here the focus it was improving the tree cover, checking soil erosion and catchment areas of rivers, lake, reservoirs, and involving local people for this purpose. Great thrust on forest extension, education, research, and training. The government decided that they will invest and strengthening the network of protected forest. That is very important. Here is another concept is there. There is a social forestry. What they will do, they will involve the local people, and they will do the social forestry, means they will plant trees. They will encourage the people to plant trees in open areas like the open field areas. So in that way the local community will get the benefit. So under the social forestry, here you can see there are various types, like the rural forestry, they will plant the trees in the rural areas. Urban forestry, they will plant the trees in the urban areas. Farm forestry, they will, in place of cultivating the crops, they will plant the trees, and from there is almost like a silviculture. So from there the farmers will get the benefit and environment also it will be protected. Again, here the other important terms are there, that is called agroforestry. Here the farmers don't need to cultivate trees there in their agricultural field. They will only plant the trees along with the edges of their agricultural field, along with the boundary. So there will be a lot of benefit, like it will protect their field from the soil erosion. The trees, it will provide the humus materials to the soil, as well as it will provide shades to the farmers. So here the benefits of social forestry we have already discussed. The local people will get the benefit, they will be able to get the resources, and the environment it will be protected at the same time. So it's very important to involve the local people. Another important concept is there, that is the Van Mahotsav, that we all celebrate every year in the month of July, the first week of July, because this is the onset of monsoon. So this time people plant trees or plant seeds so that there will be no shortage of water. So the trees, it will grow naturally in the environment. So that's why we are celebrating Van Mahotsav. Next one, there is a difference in between reforestation and afforestation. You should remember, reforestation means planting the trees in the forest area where due to some reason forest has been destroyed, that is called reforestation. And afforestation means planting the trees or making forest in some new areas, that is called afforestation. There is another important concept is there, that is Chipko movement. This is the initiative by the local people, and Sundarlal Bahugana was a social worker or social reformer who take a very important role in this part. So when the government, and that happened in the Uttarakhand, when government tried to occupy the land for some development work, but local people was getting hampered. So local community they protect, they should have shown their protest by hugging the trees, and so the government was forced to change their policy later on. So that is famous for as in the name of Chipko movement. This is the picture based question, it may come, so you should remember those things. So it's indicating the desert vegetation or thorn vegetation. Here you can see the thorns are there, cactus are there, and open scrubs are there, much more. Next, here you can see the picture, like the first two pictures, the top two picture is indicating the deciduous vegetation. This picture is indicating the mangrove vegetation and national forest policy. These are the symbols for that. Next one, this is the canopy. So what is there? Canopy means the trees in the evergreen vegetation trees, it will be so long that and the topmost layer they are all the branches, it will join together and it will make a layer. So the layer, it will be so thick that sunlight, it will be not able to reach to the surface area. So that time it is called canopy. There will be multi-layer in that vegetation. That's it from the chapter, and don't forget to type your doubts. Put the question in the comment box. So before the board exam, when I will make the videos for doubt clearance, so I can take those questions and I can solve your doubts, and you don't need to worry. You will not face any issue regarding your board exam. So for that, you have to subscribe my channel and keep share with your friends so they can also get benefit. Thank you very much for watching KSK Geography. Keep tuned.